first episode of the Baqi Rants. So if you're watching this video, like the vid, subscribe to the page because I'm going to be shooting out this content all Bears all season. This is going to be the greatest all season of all time. So definitely stay in tune with your boy because I'm definitely going to be bringing a lot of unique perspectives to the decision making that should be going on at Hallis Hall. But today's video is going to be basically about the finality of the 2023 season. The Bears lose today 17-9 against the Green Bay Packers. You know, it is what it is. Losing to the Packers every year sucks. But overall, we had an up and down season, but there were a lot of positives and negatives going into this off season. So, you know, there's a lot of things we could take away from this. But this video is going to be mainly about Luke Getsy. You know, there's a lot of things that can be said about, you know, the lack of player execution or the lack of talent and everything else on the Bears team, which are all valid points. But Luke Getsy, as a play caller, has to go. He has to go. But 2 years now, overall, we've seen a lack of progression. We've seen a lack of, you know, a lack of infusion of energy on offense, and we've seen a lack of, you know, consistency on offense. One of the things that a lot of Bears fans we've talked about, especially over the past couple years, especially when it came to Justin Fields, is consistency. We want our quarterback to be consistent. We want our quarterback to, you know, do things consistently, throw the ball on time, things of that nature. But for the life of me, we haven't required, in my opinion, Luke Getsy to do the same thing. You know, over the past 2 years, we've watched Luke Getsy have unpredictable play calling, inconsistent play calling, or just play calling that doesn't fit the talent that he has on the field. And I'm not just talking about at the quarterback position. The lack of awareness about what your players can and can't do when it comes to Luke Getsy is alarming to me. It's alarming when you have a play caller that goes into a game and doesn't understand that, hey, my offensive line can't block or pick up well, so I'm not going to call plays that's going to put them in a bad position or put them in a position to not succeed. Too many times I see Luke Getsy play the Matt Nagy role. And what do I mean about the Matt Nagy role? I mean, I'm going to call my game, I'm going to call my scheme, I'm going to call my plays, but, you know, I'm not going to cater my scheme to the talent that I have. I'm going to just call it how I want to call it. It's more about I'm going to win my way than just win. And that's been the biggest issue I've had for Luke Getsy. That's been the biggest issue that I've had with the coaching staff in general, you know, but especially with Luke Getsy. There's been too many games, especially this season, where you're not calling plays that's to the benefit of the talent that you have, whether it's at the quarterback position, the running back position, the wide receivers, or the offensive line. And that's a problem. That is an issue that needs to be addressed. And I'm hoping and praying that the Bears front office go ahead and, you know, understand that and let him go. Like, no matter who the quarterback is, because obviously the quarterback position is the biggest decision that we have this all season. You know, with the Bears having the first overall pick, a lot of people, are we going to draft Caleb Williams or Drake May, or should we keep Justin? That's been the biggest talking point, you know, among the fan base. But no matter who we have at quarterback, Luke Getsy has to go. Luke Getsy cannot be in charge of any offense that any Chicago Bears quarterback is running. I don't care whether we keep Justin Fields and trade the pick, or if we draft Caleb Williams or Drake May or Michael Penix or whoever we draft. Luke Getsy cannot be in charge of the Chicago Bears offense anymore. he for doggone sure cannot be in charge of developing the next Bears quarterback. If, like I said, if we decide to trade Justin Fields and draft another quarterback, you cannot have Luke Getsy being the offensive coordinator that's going to develop your future quarterback. That's not the route that you go. So, at the end of the day, Luke Getsy has to go. He should be the first coach on the chopping block tomorrow. You know, tomorrow is Black Monday. A lot of coaches are going to get fired. Luke Getsy should be the first one out the door. Matt Eberflus, to me, Matt Eberflus is 50-50. I mean, he did a lot of good things once he took over play calling for the defense. The defense today looked like trash because they were looking like Swiss cheese against Green Bay. But overall, the defense, especially after the Montez Sweat trade, the defense has gotten better, with his play calling. So I'm 50-50 on Flus, but I'm 100% on Luke Getsy. He has to go. Like I said, it doesn't matter who the quarterback is. Whether we keep Justin, trade Justin, get a new quarterback, Luke Getsy cannot be the offensive coordinator for the Chicago Bears anymore. We as a fan base, we've seen enough of Luke Getsy. We've seen enough. Luke Getsy does not have a feel for the game. He doesn't have the feel to understand adjustments. He doesn't have, the creativity to scheme players open, or being able to attack a defense, or he doesn't have the understanding to really get what's happening from a defensive standpoint. Like he doesn't. It's like at times it's like Luke Getsy doesn't understand what a defense is trying to do to him. So because he doesn't understand, he cannot adjust to what a defense is doing to him. Like today's, game is a prime example. The Green Bay Packers defense isn't good. It's not top notch. It's not stout. It's not one of the greatest defenses in the world. It's not one of the best defenses in the league. That defense has been much maligned all year. But for whatever reason, against the Chicago Bears, it looks like a Hall of Fame defense. Why is that? That's because you have an offensive coordinator who does not understand adjustments and who does not understand how to put his players in position to succeed. That is a problem. And that's a problem that needs to be addressed tomorrow. It should not take weeks or any of that to evaluate or to, make a decision. In my opinion, Luke Getsy should be fired tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. He should be out of there. Like, personally, if it was me, it wouldn't even take tomorrow at 9 a.m. I would have fired him after the game. He would have stayed in Green Bay. He's not even getting back on the bus with us. We're going to leave him in Green Bay. Because Luke Getsy, that play calling today was by far one of the worst things I've ever seen. And the crazy part about it is it's the exact same play calling that we seen week 1 against Green Bay. So what that tells me is you didn't understand the assignment. You didn't understand the assignment, Luke Getsy. You didn't understand. You called the same type of game week 1. We're at week 18. So if you're calling the same game plan week 18 that you call week 1, that tells me that you're not progressing, you're not adjusting, and you're not getting better. You're staying stagnant. And we do not need a stagnant offensive coordinator running our Chicago Bears offense. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. Luke Getsy has to go. He should be the first coach fired tomorrow. I should not see another coach in the NFL getting fired before Luke Getsy. Luke Getsy should be out of here. He should be on the first thing smoking out of the city of Chicago. That dude should be banned from the city. You can't come back here. Period, point blank. But, hey, it is what it is. It's the Chicago Bears, so you never know. But like I said, Luke Getsy has to go, and it shouldn't take long to do that. You have 2 years of evidence to show that he's not the guy. Like, as much as a lot of people want to gripe about Justin not being a quarterback, okay. If you believe Justin's not the quarterback, that's fine. But the one thing that we all 100% as Bears fans can agree with is this. Luke Getsy is not the offensive coordinator. I don't care what quarterback we have here. Luke Getsy cannot be in charge of the offense with any Bears quarterback here. Period, point blank. But once again, this is the first episode of the Baqi Rants. And I'm definitely going to be shooting out a lot more of this content all off season. So be prepared, be ready. Once again, like the video, subscribe to the page, and comment below. I want to get everybody's opinion. I want to see if anyone believes, like me, Luke Getsy should be fired. And if there's anybody who believes Luke Getsy should stay, please comment it below. If you feel like Luke Getsy should stay, comment below, because I want to hear your opinion about it. I want to hear all opinions in the comments. I'm going to be dropping more content all week, especially now that the season is over. I'm all the way into draft mode. So I'm going to be bringing some content of what players we should draft, who I think will be key players that we should target in the draft and in free agency. So Bears fans, let's be ready. Let's get prepared for the greatest offseason of all time, because literally that's what we're about to embark on. But hey, once again, this is your boy Baqi, and this is the first episode of the Baqi Rant. So let's be ready, Bears fans. Bear down. Let's go.